Keep waiting for a sign. You keep waiting to feel ready, confident, or certain. Like one day you're going to wake up and suddenly know exactly what to do, exactly when to do it, and exactly how it's all going to work out. Let me tell you, that day's not coming. At some point, you're going to have to believe in yourself. Everybody loves the idea of confidence, but almost nobody wants to talk about how confidence is actually built. Confidence is not something you get in the beginning. It's not a gift. It's not a personality trait that lucky people are born with. Confidence is earned after you take a hit, after you look stupid, after you fail a few times, after you survive that thing you were convinced would break you. That's where confidence comes from. Not from thinking, not from planning, but from doing. And that's it. You need to understand that the risk is half the battle. People talk about risk like it's the enemy. It's not. Risk is the price of entry. If you want a different life, a bigger life, a life that actually feels like yours, then risk is part of the deal. There's no path forward that doesn't involve uncertainty. There's no version of success where you get to stay protected or untested and still somehow arrive at the life you're dreaming of. That's a fantasy. You don't get there by playing it safe. And some of you already know this. You know, it might cost you and you might not win. That's part of life. I mean, nobody wants to fail. But I mean, failing's part of it. You have to put something real on the line. You're never going to build a life that you respect by constantly protecting yourself from failing. You won't. You can't spend your whole life trying to avoid failure or the possibility of being wrong. Your potential means nothing if you never test it. Nothing. Your dreams don't matter if you never act on them. I mean, you can recover from failure. You can learn from your mistakes. Hell, you can rebuild after a bad decision and start over. Constantly betraying yourself? I mean, come on. Every time you ignore your gut, every time you talk yourself out of the move you know you need to make, every time you hesitate or hide, you teach yourself that fear gets the final say. You do that long enough, and you stop trusting your own voice. So if you're waiting for permission, here it is. You need to take that step, not because it's a guarantee. Take it because you're never going to think your way into becoming the person you want to be. You become that person by acting like them, by leaving what no longer fits, saying what you actually mean, by backing up your own decisions. And that doesn't mean being reckless. That means after a certain point, you stop using excuses to avoid your action. You don't need another month to think about the thing you've been thinking about for the last 2 years. You need courage. And courage isn't a feeling. Courage is a decision to bet on yourself. You need to stop asking yourself, what if I fail? And start asking, what if I'm actually capable of more than this? That's the whole game. Trust yourself enough to begin. Trust yourself enough to be bad at first. Trust yourself enough to keep going. I mean, it's you. It's always been you. So take the risk. Take the step. And if it scares you, good. That probably means it matters. A good saying. My name's Quentin. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.